So, this man was a famous Nigerian social media influencer with millions of followers. He flaunted a lavish lifestyle filled with supercars, designer labels, private jets, and helicopters. But behind the luxury was a dark secret. Hi, I'm Alvin Naidu, owner of Just Brand Protection, helping online sellers and content creators protect their brands and content online. Connect with me on LinkedIn to learn more. So this man's real name is Ramon Olurunwa Abbas, better known as Hush Puppy. At the height of his fame, Hush had around 2.4 million Instagram followers before his arrest, a number that reportedly grew to nearly 2.8 million afterward. But what most people didn't know at the time was that he was deeply involved in a major transnational cybercrime network, operating across multiple continents. And calling this man some kind of Nigerian prince is derivative. The scam he was involved in is known as business email compromise, or BEC, one of the most sophisticated and financially devastating forms of cyber fraud in the world. Here's how it worked. His network targeted law firms, real estate companies, football clubs, banks, and wealthy individuals. Pretty much any company or person who regularly sent or received 6 or 7-figure wire transfers. Once the target was identified, they would either hijack a legitimate email account or create an email address that looked almost identical to a real one. They then spent weeks studying the company, learning internal workflows, email tone, signatures, and who had authority over payments. Once they were confident, they'd send an email impersonating a senior executive, applying pressure on the accounts department to make a large, urgent payment, and stressing that the transaction had to remain confidential. So here's where Hush came in. According to US prosecutors, Hush was the money man. Once the funds were wired, he helped move and launder the money through a complex network of accounts, currencies, and jurisdictions, making it extremely difficult to trace. Some of the schemes tied to him included approximately $14.7 million from a bank in Malta, $923,000 stolen from a New York law firm, and a scheme involving up to $15 million from a Qatari businessman connected to a school financing project. In the end though, it wasn't advanced tech that brought him down. It was his ego. Hush couldn't stop posting his lifestyle online. The same images that made him famous also made him visible and put him directly in the crosshairs of international law enforcement. In June 2020, it all came crashing down. Dubai police, working with US authorities, arrested Hush. Hush was sentenced in the United States to approximately 11 years in federal prison, where he remains today. And if you're tired of scammers and counterfeiters making money off your original content, contact us at Just Brand Protection. At JBP, we help online sellers and creators deal with counterfeiters, domain and website fraud, trademark registrations, and everything in between. And if you enjoy true crime stories like this, like and subscribe, because staying informed is the best way of staying protected.